rock dwellers. Oh my God, look at this car. All right, so it's Tonya bringing you guys another beautiful car. This is the third gen, y'all. I know you all love the third gen. So tell me who you are.
I'm Dave Martin from New Jersey, northern New Jersey.
Awesome. New Jersey, guys. New Jersey in the house. Excuse the loud cars because we're like right next to the exit.
Yeah.
David's going to tell us a little bit about this third gen.
All right.
Got a bunch of first gen sleeping,
Yeah.
Woo!
Those are the real good ones. So I bought this car when I was 15 years old. Funny story is, it actually came from this dealership. The woman who bought it first bought it here. I have that paperwork now packed up. It was Ayers. It was December 1986. She bought it here. It was her high school car. She had 2 kids, couldn't get the car seats in it. So her husband convinced her to put up for sale. And I had known what I wanted for a while. I had lawn cutting money and everything saved up. The paint wasn't great, but the chassis and everything was pretty true. So I bought it. She probably thought I was going to wreck it right away. I had it through high school, through college. It got kind of used and beat on. Then it turned to a little bit of a show car, and then it turned to a little bit of more of like a hot street performance car. But it is from this dealership.
That's crazy.
Many years ago. So
That's
yeah.
crazy. She's sitting in her home.
Yep. And a couple years ago, the previous owner, who still lives locally, came by, let her drive it around this parking lot and everything, and it was kind of cool. So.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So what do we got going on in here?
So this motor is a 406 small block. It was built by Nyes Racing. They're out in Muncie, Indiana. It's a Dart SHP block. It was a 400 block, punched out to a 406. It's got Callie's Compstar, cranking rods, H-beam, all kind of built to be tough underneath. It's got Dart 215 heads, Edelbrock single plane manifold. I have a nitrous kit on it with the small solenoids. It's good for, I've been doing a lot of 150 shots and kind of just tinkering away at that. The biggest I could go is a 200 because of the solenoids and the ring gap, but the motor runs strong. It's a street driven car. I do autocross with it. I've been on the NJMP road course a couple times. That was with a different motor. Drag racing right over here, Island Dragway. Mostly test and tune, just search of time slips because I'm not great with reaction time or consistency, so I just have fun seeing what it's capable of. But I don't have a trailer.
This?
Yeah, with these wheels and tires, and it's a 200 treadwear tire, but I'm not stretched out as some other people who have like 315s and 335s.
Right.
So I kind of have my limit. I don't want to cut the fenders or go any wider. So I know where it stands in the autocross realm, but drag racing, I'm still chipping away at it. We did big brakes up front long ago. That was a C4 Corvette, the C4 HD Corvette, which is a 13-inch rotor. Calipers, all PBR stuff. And then the rear is a Moser 12 bolt that's got 33 spline axles with the True Track diff in it. It's also got disc brakes on it on the back. You know, big Ford ends with the bearings and everything. So it'll stop good, it'll handle good. I might be throwing a different sway bar in it in the back because I'm pushing the limits of the rear factory sway bar. I kind of wanted to see how far it will go. But it's got the subframe connectors. The trans is a 700 R4 with lockup. I use a lockup on the highway. It's just a toggle switch I activate, but I have overdrive. And it does well. Roll bar. It's lowered 2 inches up front on a set of drop spindles, and the springs in the back cut down just to give it the proper, you know, position, stance, and torque arm driveline angles.
You got to it. You got to
it. I built a lot of the exhaust, TIG welded a lot of the exhaust to make it tucked up high enough so that when I go over terrain like what we have back here, I'm not scraping or clanging or anything, so it does well. Basically, when I wanted this car to be this way in like high school, so that's kind of why I stayed with a small block Chevy instead of going like the LS route or anything. I kind of said iconic small block Chevy is what I'm going to keep in this car, and I'm going to kind of get it as stout as I can with some of the more old school nomenclature of stuff instead of high revving LS stuff. I kept it where it's a simple small block, and even my water pump, if that thing got shot, I could probably get one at Napa or whatever and at least make it home. But you know,
you nailed it.
Yeah, it's a fun car.
Took home some bling today. Took home some bling. We voted for you.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. It's fun to get to this show. It's local, so.
All right, tuck in over here with her.
Cool.
So Camaro is trying to go away. They're trying to take it away from us. We're trying to keep it alive, obviously. Keep the faith.
Yeah.
So tell us what Camaro means to you, David.
Camaro, that word embodies like strong, and I know like the French term for Camaro might mean companion or friend or something, but to me, when I hear Camaro, I know it's some high performance type car, like a muscle car.
Yeah.
It, you know, people call them pony cars compared to Chevelles, but a muscle car, Camaro, it's got, you know, determination. It's gonna wow you probably too. So keeping it alive.
Wows you.
But as you see them on the road, most people's eyes go, "Ooh, look at that!" And that's one of those cars. Camaro, Mustangs, the Chevelles.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's
so
awesome.
keeping it alive with GM, not doing anything silly and canceling it again like they did in 2002.
For sure.
You know, that was a heartfelt thing.
Came back again.
Yeah, I was just graduating high school in 2002, and then there was no more Camaros. So what are we gonna do?
We're trying to keep the faith. We're gonna try to keep them from taking it back from us again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, you heard it from David. So here we are.
Appreciate you, David.
Cool. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate what
Wear
you
your
do
seatbelts,
and the
keep the
community
faith.
and everything. It's good stuff. It's the hobby. It's the motorsports. I mean, we go to these things because we want to go. We want to have a good time, like-minded people. So doing this stuff, supporting your hot rod clubs, tracks, all that stuff. That's what I do.
For sure.
All right. Cool.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Peace out, guys.
Cool.